Hello guys, so today we're gonna be installing this brake pads, Duralast Elite brake pads, and this C&L Rotors, and we're gonna put back. We bought this tire from American Muscle. We got the brake rotors from American Muscle. The brake pads we got them from AutoZone, and it's because Nora had a little incident where her tire got slashed. Look, let me show you from right here. Right there. So we had to get a new tire, AutoZone. The tire, we got it mounted at Johnny Tires by Zapata Highway here in Laredo. So right now we're just gonna get rid of that extra, the bullet, and we're also gonna paint the calipers. I know a lot of people like going with the caliper paint. I've tried these for a long time and different cars, and I've never gotten anything bad with it. So I'm just going with Rust-Oleum enamel paint. And the color that we're using, Cell Blue. So let's get to it. So like always, jack up the car, put a knee brake. I'm gonna take off that tire and see what we have to work with. So now that the tire's off, let's inspect it. We're gonna remove the caliper and get the rotor off. Right now I'll show you how to do it. We're going from this. So since we're replacing the whole rotor, I didn't mind getting some paint on it. I know I cover a little bit from the back, but it's already painted. And right now I'm gonna show you how to take off. We're just gonna need I think it's a 12 and a 15 to remove the bolts in the back of the caliper. So right now we did to one side, we're doing it to the other side, the same thing. Since we're replacing the rotors, we're just painting it like that and covering the parts that are important. I'm gonna wait for it to dry a little bit so we can take it off and start putting the new stuff. Right now we're gonna do the back part too. As you can see, my sister's also trying to do the same thing, trying to paint her calipers. Hers were already blue, but she's trying to go with the gold. So here, for the back, to separate the caliper from the bracket, you're gonna use a 12 for the top and for the bottom too. Right here. Where is it? Right here. Right here. You're gonna use a 12, and it should pop out. Look, I'm on. So after you take off the bolts, like I said, I'm gonna change the pads and the rotor, so it's all good. Or I might have to get let me just go get something to hook it up there so it's not hanging. So now that we secured it, we're gonna take off the pads. We should just pull out like this. And we're gonna take off this, I think, from the back. There's these little bolts right here. Those are 15s. They're 15, so right now that's what we're gonna take off, the bracket, so these could come off. And now that the bracket's off, these are the 15s, the two in the back. They go here. Right now we're gonna paint this part. And to take this off, when they haven't removed it, they'll have a little metal piece which you cut, but this one I'm pretty sure they mess with it. So right now you're gonna hit it from the back. Just gotta get it mounted. I mean, in this case we're not gonna reuse this, so you can hit it and it should pop out. Just by hitting it. Some might take more force than others. Some other ones would need like a bigger hammer. It all depends. Right now we're also gonna paint this right here that we're missing. After smacking it in the back, it became loose. You can see all the rust. And you just wiggle it out. And it should be like that. And right now you just install the other one. So we're going from this to this. I wanted to show you the part number for it because these are the ones for the front. And that's the part number for the front. And for the rear, it's this one. Those are the part numbers because I know they got mixed up and they don't say front or rear. And I believe the side, these have to be spinning forward. So that one goes there. Let's put it on. Let's try to wash that with brake cleaner and stuff. So that's how it looks on. You see how it's pointing forward? Right now we're gonna change the brake pads for those Duralast ones. Oops. So for the brake pads, we're going for these Duralast Elites from AutoZone. They come with their hardware, which are these right here, little tabs, and they come like this. Pretty good material. There's 4 for the 2 and 2. This one should just pop out like this. I already had popped them out. They just come up and to the side. They're basically gone. And now we're gonna take off these little tabs on the side and exchange it for these. So the tabs, you just take them off. They just pulled out. These ones are already rusted. And you get some from the so you go like this. Whoa. Like that. And then you get this one. And goes like that. And basically gone.
¿Ves que yo solo estoy aprendiendo? Bueno.
And that's basically it. That's how it goes. So that's basically how it goes. Right now we have to push back on the cylinder. By the way, it comes with this little grease. I put some in the edges so it doesn't squeal. I just didn't get it on video, but just like that. And I think right now I'm gonna show you how to push back the cylinder on the caliper. So now we're gonna, now that the two on each side are lubricated, we're gonna try to put it there, back again. Put the 15s back in place. Make sure you use thread lock, because we had some experiences where they tend to fall off and it messes up your wheel and messes up the whole caliper. So you put some thread lock on just a little line is enough on each. And you grab this one. You're just gonna tighten them up. Oh, came off because we haven't tightened enough. Cut it and record. Cut it. And there you go. And after it's tied up, I'm gonna bring this other one. Oh, I'm gonna have to press these in. I believe so. Yep, we're gonna have to press these in. Let me go grab some pliers. So in this case, that we had to press in and we don't have the tool, we just got a C-clamp and we use one of the old brake pads. They're basically flat, so we could squeeze it together. So since these ones have more life, they have to be they have to be put back in place. I know we're missing a little bit of paint here and here. Right now we would just paint it before we put it back on. So yeah, this is how it looks. So that's how it looks when they're pressed in. They're both pressed in, and should just wiggle. Let me just try it because I need. You also want to put some here because we had some experiences with these things just fall off and start hitting the wheel. They fall this way. And remember, you used 12. And there you go. And that's basically how it is. That's basically the final product. And basically everything you did to this side, you're gonna do it to the other. The same exact thing. Right now we're gonna install the new wheel for the tires. And back the same thing, you're gonna put the lug nuts and everything. The back side is pretty much the same thing, but I'm still gonna cover it, just a few parts of it, but it's basically the same thing.